everyone. Welcome to this episode of Indie Showcase. I am your host today, Jess, and I am so heckin' excited to be playing this heckin' cool game today. The Excellence today, y'all. We get to be excellent. This is an excellent crew of excellent princesses, and I'm heckin' hype. And how many times can we say that? Excellent counter on the screen. Let's go. But yeah, this is available now in the Roll20 marketplace. Check it out, play it yourself, be your best excellent princess self, just saying. And don't forget, anyone can be a princess. It's not limited. Let's not put a gender on it. It's good and fun for everyone. And yeah, before we go around, I'm gonna say a quick thank you. Not thank you. I'm gonna remind y'all that while Black History Month has ended, we are not going to let that stop us from highlighting and trying to improve things for Black folk. And so that is why I'm going to remind you that at all times, Roll20 is matching donations for Code 2040. Code 2040 is an organization working to improve equality for Black and Latinx folks in the tech sector specifically, because it is not equitable. And it is something that needs to get improved. And thus, we are matching donations at all times. So that's something, if you got some extra bucks in your pocket, go throw it that way. It's a really good thing to do. We heckin' appreciate it. That's my main thing. And that's it for me. But I'm going to say quickly, hi, I am your cat princess today. Basks in sunlight. As you do when you're a cat princess. I'm very sad. I misplaced my cat ears. I have some somewhere. But like a cat, I made a mess, and I don't know where they went. Somewhere on one of my desks, because I have more than one, and I probably knocked them off because I'm a cat. Anyways, no. Let's go around and say hi, hello to everyone. All these cool people. Tell us who you are, what you're doing for us today, starting with Adriel.
Hi, I'm Adriel, and I designed and wrote this game with my very good friend and business partner, Chris O'Neill. And today I will be your game mistress and hopefully giving all these princesses a really fun, cartoony time. That's it.
Heck yeah. Awesome. Perfect. Next up is Simon.
Hello, everyone. My name is Simon. My pronouns are he, him, and today I am going to be playing the esports princess, whose pronouns are he and they. And I'm hyped as heck.
Heck yeah. Thank you for remembering that. I'm going to remind...
I forgot.
Yeah, I know. I'm so bad. Like, half the time I'm good and half the time I'm bad. My pronouns, Jess's pronouns are she, they, but Basks and Sunlight's, the cat princess's pronouns are she, they, he. Are any pronouns, basically. So, thank you for reminding us. Adriel, did you want to?
Yeah, my pronouns are they and them. And thank you for reminding us, Simon.
Yeah,
thank you.
No
problem. Next up is Lili.
Hi, I'm Lili Sparx, and I'm going to be playing Blizzard Shadow, the princess of Super Animal Friendship. The tagline just says Princess of Animal Friendship because her full princess title did not fit. I use she, they pronouns, and Blizzard Shadow uses she, her. And I'm looking forward to playing today.
Thank you so much for being here. And last but most certainly not least is Bronze.
Hi, hello. I'm Jasmine, that bronze girl Bhullar, and I am playing Lala Pump. I just came up with that right now. And she's the protein princess. She's the princess of swollenness and wholesomeness. I'm a she, her. So.
That you came up with that on the fly.
Oh, good.
Is wild, and I feel like I should pass over my charming tag to you because I am no longer the charming one here. It was most excellent. All right. Adriel, do you want to take us in?
Yeah, so first I want to start by giving you a real quick rules rundown. Excellence is built on the polymorph rules system, and that is a 1 die per player system. So as Jess mentioned, her princess, the Basks in Sunbeam's cat princess, is the charming one. So she rolls a d8. Lily's princess is the magical one, which means that Lily rolls a d4. Jasmine's princess is the oh my gosh, my brain just went out my ear. It's the tough one and rolls the D10. And Simon's princess is the brainy one, so Simon will roll a D6. So basically, when a challenge comes up, you're going to roll your die. And the challenges will be as follows. You're either trying to get heart, sword, shoes, or books. And you can see all those on the awesome Roll20 character sheets. So there are target numbers for each of those rolls, and you're trying to roll them on your one die. If you get the top number of your die, that's your crown. You get to use your crown, which in the excellence is both a physical thing that the princess wears, but is also a conceptual thing that represents the realm that they rule over in Awesome World. Or if you roll a 1, you get to call on your best beast friend to help you out. If your roll is failed, so say you're trying to roll on heart, which is 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, and you roll a 4, you don't succeed. But that's okay because you get a lesson token. And the princesses can, as individuals, use their lesson token to make a future failed roll a success, or they can pool all their lesson tokens together to have a montage. And a montage is where the excellent princesses, who are also in a band, get to describe a musical video and which instrument they're playing. And then they get to name their song and talk about how what they just did is a super success. So that's what you can do with your lesson tokens. It's really, really simple. I obviously love this game because I made it, but I also love it because it's very, very easy to learn and play. So if it's okay with y'all, we'll get started on today's adventure. Sound good? Cool. Okay. So there is one thing I would like to ask all of you, and if you don't have an answer right now, that's totally okay. But can you tell me who your best beast friends are and if they have names? We'll start with Jess.
I'm starting to draw my cat selfie. Sorry, I got distracted.
Yay!
It's not nearly as good as this princess in the middle. So I don't think I named, I'm gonna double check my sheet right now, but I don't think I named them. But my friend, my companion, is a tuft of lint that I found under the couch. I'm gonna call them Tuft.
Yes.
Love Tuft.
So
Simon?
Yeah, my beast friend is a little homunculus-like creature with multiple limbs, multiple arms, and lots of eyes, who has a really, really good memory, just really good at remembering all kinds of different things and tactics and keeping notes, has a couple of notebooks and stuff tacked around in like a fanny pack, and his name is Ward.
Ward. Cool. Thank you. Lily?
So, all animals are my friends because I'm the princess of super animal friendship, but I do have one in particular that is my life partner. Their name is Dee Dee Mao. They are a tiny sloth, and that is them. And they will probably not stay here because I can't get them to stay. Oh, there we go. But this is an example of what it will be like in-game, whether or not they physically stay there.
And Jasmine?
Yeah, I also have a physical representation of my friend.
Yay!
Mine is a woolly mammoth, but it's small. It's not full size. It's a small woolly mammoth, but still very large. And his name is Swoolly Boy because he's swole AF. So swole.
I was literally just typing so swole in chat.
So strong. So, yeah. strong and hairy.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Mm.
Okay, so we are gonna start our adventure. Today, all of you wonderful princesses have gotten together to go to the annual Interkingdomal Eating Day Fair in Awesome World. The best bakers and makers from every kingdom have brought their tastiest treats to share amongst big tents and tables as far as the eye can see. What are each of your princesses' favorite foods? We'll start with Jess.
I should have known to prepare for this, and I didn't. What I'm gonna say sushi.
Perfect.
But no, sashimi, because it's just the fish.
Basks in Sunbeams is very excited because the latest in sashimi technology is available at this Eating Day Fair. It's it's like a ball of ocean water that generates cruelty-free sashimi all Basks in Sunbeams can eat.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for this.
Esports Princess, what is your favorite food?
Gosh, I feel like the esports princess likes to stay fit, likes to stay active as much as likes to game hard and party hard. But I think the esports princess probably loves just like a good burger, just like a big old juicy burger and fries.
Yeah. Also exciting for Esports Princess because they have heard of this new machine that someone in the Hamburg Kingdom developed that you just program in your ideal burger and it comes out perfectly cooked, perfect temperature, exactly the size you want with all the toppings you want. And I'm pretty sure Esports Princess has been waiting for like at least 3 months for today's event.
Heck yeah.
Okay, so Blizzard Shadow, Princess of Animal Friendship. What is you're trying
I just wanted him to say, but he's not going to, so I'm going to stop fiddling with that. Yeah, I'm a vegetarian, vegan actually, because animals are friends, not food for me. Anyways, I respect everyone's life choices. But my favorite snack is apples, not poisoned ones.
a good distinction there because there are also poison apples available at this Eating Day Fair.
Yes, I thought so, and I just want to avoid those. I respect everyone's life choices, but they're not for me. I like crisp red apples, preferably fancy, which is an actual classification for apples, which I find very funny.
Well, you will be pleased to know that there is an entire booth full of fancy apple varieties that also includes some really like new juice blends that combine different apples in different percentages, and you're bound to find your favorite new apple juice there.
Oh my goodness, I am so excited.
Lala Pump Protein Princess, what are you most looking forward to eating today at the Eating Day Fair?
Yeah, so like I really got to watch my macros these days. It's really important, and so I've been mostly on a diet of leafy greens like broccoli with steak. I sometimes cut the fat off, sometimes I don't, because really a balanced diet is important. You know, fat is not your enemy. And I could be here all day. If we're talking about nutrition, I might be here for a minute. So,
well, that is great to hear, because as you all arrive at the fair and start excitedly pointing at all the things you want to try and making sure that you're circling on the map where you're each going to meet each other at different points during the day, Lollipump, you notice that there's some like a group over towards like one of the side entrances, and they're like tall florets of broccoli, and they have shields made of leaves, and they look like little tiny green knights, and you can tell that they are sort of gearing up for something. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna walk over to them and be like, "Hey, bros, I've heard of green giants. Haven't heard of green knights."
She's saying we're little? She's saying we're short? One of them steps forward, are the Brockonauts. And we are here to find the most important thing about this festival. Now, y'all have read in your emails and the flyers you got in the mail in preparation for eating day that there's a chance that the best cheese ever is going to be at this festival. And if it is, you know that this is like literally the tastiest cheese. It's so tasty that it makes things that you don't think are tasty taste amazing. And it's also like really shiny. It glows in the dark. It's just very cool. So that might be what these little broccoli guys are talking about, but I mean, they're
cheese
very
does go
grumpy.
good on broccoli. I don't always have the calorie allowance for that. Sometimes I can't partake in that, but if I get an extra session of cardio, I definitely like to add cheese to my broccoli.
The little broccoli soldiers start pointing their spears from behind their shields, just kind of like,
is that asparagus?
Don't eat us! Don't eat us! I knew we shouldn't have come to this princess.
I won't eat you if you just give me that spear. That looks delicious.
I think I'll step forward at this point, seeing the altercation, and just be like, "Hello, friends, fellow princess. There are many things to eat here. We don't always have to eat our friends or new friends, be it as it were, or their weapons, be it as they may be."
But
indeed.
They put butter and salt and pepper on the spear, and I feel like at that point, I'm only human.
It does smell quite enticing, I agree. Oh, I do miss the days of eating butter. So creamy.
I guess I won't eat their spears for now, though. That's probably So you need help finding the mythical cheese?
We don't need help. We were sent here to get it ourselves, and we will.
Like steal it?
I believe in you.
No, not steal it. The Broccoli Lord told us that it was his, so we are rightfully reclaiming it.
I like turn my back on the broccoli and turn to all my friends, and I'm like, we gotta steal this stuff first. They don't like. I was already in it, and then they just said we need it first. I don't even know if I want to eat it, but we need it.
I had a feeling that the best cheese in the world would be owned by the Broccoli Lord. I don't know why. I never realized it. It just makes so much sense.
Well, they certainly want it, but I mean, it also just sounds like they're kind of claiming it. It doesn't sound like they necessarily, have a right to it, but like rights to things, who has squatters' rights is a thing, keepers' rights is a thing, gets to it first rights is a thing,
Dibs.
Yes.
Just be like, dibs.
That's like that's like one of the most.
Right.
Speaking of shotgun, preemptively. Just in case.
And
Shotgun.
you called dibs, which means that the cheese is now ours by the rule of dibs.
Is that a thing? Can they do that?
Sorry.
No, they can't do that.
That's
it's the Broccoli Lords. You can't do that.
It's like you know, we all have our different kingdoms. We're all princesses here, let's be real. But Tibbs is pretty universal. Like, I think sounds like Protein Princess might have claim to the cheese.
The Brocconauts turn around and start marching away as quickly as possible to get to another part of the festival.
That makes sense.
I think the esports princess seeing them go is like kind of like watching, like kind of a casual observer, and finally like gets everyone kind of wrapped around, you know, shoulder to shoulder. All right, team, let's huddle up. So it sounds to me like these Brocconauts are really some rough customers, and that this Broccoli Lord is definitely going to be trying to take the cheese cup today. Now, I don't know about the rest of you, but it seems like these guys are going to do whatever it takes to get that cheese. So what I think we should be doing is making sure we have a keen eye on what their plan of attack is, see if we can figure out what their strategies are, what their weak points are, and how we can best make sure that that cheese doesn't go anywhere but the right hands.
Yeah. So we wait for them to steal it, and then we steal it first.
Well, I don't know about steal, but
You're right.
we could
You're right.
definitely...
It did.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that if we successfully synergize and make sure that we hit them with everything we've got, we just might be able to get that cheese for ourselves as a reward for doing the right thing.
Yeah. Okay. I mean,
I think I understand.
Note, Simon, please become an esports commentator. Please.
We just get Baron and then we go mid and then we win the game, right? That's the strat.
So your plan sounds like it is try and get the cheese first or steal it from the little broccoli guys.
I personally think that we should... I'm going to do this in character. It's so, knowing what we know about these Brocconauts, I don't know, actually. And he like calls up Ward for a second. Ward, what do we have on the Brocconauts? What kinds of strategies have they employed before? Are they an aggressive force? Do they prefer to wait it out? Are they going to try and pull a war of attrition? Because I think that if they're going to go hard and fast, we should try and learn as much as we can about the Brocconauts and then wait and lay a trap. You see, if we bait them out, they might be tempted to use all of their abilities, and then when everything's on cooldown, that's when we strike.
Okay. Sunny Days, Esports Princess. Please give me a book roll.
Okay, I would love to do that. I got my character sheet all here. I'm gonna do some books.
This cat selfie is amazing, FYI.
Oh my god, so good.
literally the worst one.
No, the best.
Beautiful.
All right, so I ended up with a 2.
All right. So, target for books is 2 or 3, and you completely hit that. Tell me what the title of your book is.
So my book is probably not relevant here because the Esports Princess, as we do things in the Esports Kingdom, we're very active. We like to, foster a lot of healthy competition, but we also train our bodies as much as we train our minds, right? And to that end, the book that I currently have checked out is called Tendon to Your Needs, The Gamer's Guide to Keeping Fit. It's about stretching, mostly.
Between Tendon to Your Needs, The Gamer's Guide for Keeping Fit, and Ward, who points out that in the index, there's a reference to the Brocconauts because they're a really good source of roughage. They really like it roughage, and they are tiny little bullies. It's just like right there in the index as a note. So you know from this that They're knights. They have weapons and shields, so they like to do things in formation, but they are tough. They're tough to eat, tough to digest, and tough to take down. However, they are also small, and you're all humans, so that's some good hope for you there.
My book is a Mong Chi's Book of Korean Cooking. Do I maybe know a way to cook up broccoli? Like a good way to break them down.
Yes.
Turn them into a delicious stir fry.
Protein Princess, please give me a book roll with advantage. Advantage means you roll your die twice. If you succeed on either roll, it's a success.
Okay. Wait, so it has to match one of the numbers on my books?
It's got to be either a
Okay.
2 or a 3. But
No. Mhm.
that's okay. If one of your rolls was the top number on your die or a 1, it's still a success.
Nope.
All right. So, Protein Princess gets a lesson token. I'm just going to mark that down. And again, you can use that for a future failed roll or combine them with your fellow princesses' lesson tokens for a montage. So, what happens is you know that you've cooked broccoli before and that you have read recipes in this book. You just can't find them.
I'm distracted.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm just like showing photos to everyone. I'm like, oh, this right here, crispy fried tofu.
Yep.
You're a vegetarian. This is right.
Tofu.
This is so spicy. It's so good.
What were
I
we
get
talking
completely
about?
distracted. I don't know. I'm lost.
All right. So, y'all know these guys are tough. You know they've run off somewhere in the festival. What do you want to do? You want to try and find them? You want to try and look for the cheese?
I think, me, Blizzard Shadow, I believe first and foremost that we should eat some food because this is eating day and it is the tenet of the day. And perhaps during our journeys of eating, we will also find clues. So it's like we don't kill two birds, but we make friends with them and bring them into our lives. And then we have two bird friends instead of no bird friends.
Yeah.
That's an
bird-
apt metaphor that was very easy for me to follow.
I can't do this anymore.
Tons of damage coming out of.
All right. And a bird friend in the hand is worth 2 on a bush. So, seems like a good plan. Will you stick together or will you each go off on your own?
That's a good question.
Let's stick together.
Yeah.
We can do a murder ball. Get that team momentum going.
Maybe we go in the general direction of where the Brocco bullies is the pun I'm going to go with, went.
Perfect. All right. So you head off in the direction that the Brocco knots took off. And there's a lot of great places to stop along the way for snacks. If anyone would like to describe the snack that they have been most excited about as they are on this walk, feel free.
I thought you were gonna.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, please.
Well, I feel like we're gonna tussle, so I'm gonna insist everyone have like a pre-workout. Like just something with a little bit of stimulation in there. Probably plain black coffee. That's always a really good one. Solid choice. They got a lot of good options here. Or something maybe with a little bit of creatine. Really get the blood pumping, but that might make you a little jittery. So want to just be careful with that one.
Cool.
Have some of this plain black coffee. I've never tried it before.
Yeah, people try to get super fancy with their pre-workouts, but man, you get some plain black coffee in you, all your lifts are better.
Can Dee Dee Mao have some too?
Oh, yeah. That sloth definitely needs some.
And I think I get a little straw for him and a tiny little like shot glass cup. And then he sips it and then he goes, whoa! And then he turns into a slow loris because his eyes are like this big.
Yay!
And I will down the rest of the shot. My eyes also get this big. And I'm like, oh my goodness, this is delightful. I don't know why I've never tried this before. I'm really, really excited to tell all of my animal friends about this. Dee Dee Mouse!
The rest of us in the esports kingdom usually prefer gamer diesel, but I think that in a pinch, some hot black coffee is always good. Just make sure that you're adequately hydrating.
Isn't that your sponsor?
We are, in fact, sponsored by Gamer Diesel. If you use the code esports right now, you get 10% off of your first purchase.
Oh my god, yes. And
I have a shaker cup. I already ordered mine.
Are you two like posing for like a camera that's not really there?
That's my shaker cup.
I have Ward with like his little camera just taking pictures. We're going to put this on Instagram later on. I feel like there's a lot of overlap between the Protein Princess and the Esports Princess.
It's awesome.
It's like two sides of the same coin.
And the cat princess and the
Right.
animal friendship princess.
We have
Yeah.
this beautiful dichotomy going on between this whole team. No
Yeah.
wonder we started a band.
The cat princess is already getting some like cat mint tea to like hopefully calm down the animal friendship princess if she gets too hyper. Like, yeah, all right, hang on. Well, maybe switch to this.
This is really good too. It makes my mouth feel like cold but also hot.
I don't think your sloth is supposed to evolve into a different creature. So
Dee Dee Meow! Dee Dee Meow! Dee Dee Meow's the only animal that actually likes me. Just spoiler alert for everyone in the audience.
Oh no.
So, as you're all drinking your coffee, and Basks in Sunbeams is preparing a lovely cup of catmint tea for Animal Friendship Princess, he notices over sort of in the center of the fairgrounds is a big stage, and it's the stage where they're going to announce awards for like the shiniest apple and the crunchiest cracker, the best cheese that grew from a tree, not from the ground, like that kind of thing.
Wait, what?
So Basks and Sunbeams, you notice that there's like some dark green leafy folks dressed in suits, and they have like earpieces, and they're wearing sunglasses, and they're sort of like sneaking all around that stage.
do they look similar to the folk we were just following behind?
They're definitely not Bracconauts. Like, you can tell that because, well, one, in part, they dress a lot like more modern than the Bracconauts. They're like men in black made of green leaves, dark green leaves.
All right, everyone. Question. We were immediately like, broccoli goes great with cheese. Very logical. Did we ever stop and consider other things also go great with cheese? And that other folk might also be. It looks like it might not be just our two teams in this race.
But we have dibs.
Okay, well, I don't think that they are honoring dibs.
I never expected the Brocconauts to break the 2v2 meta.
Simon, I can't. I get so into character, and then you say anything, and I'm like, I'm dead.
So, I think we might need to scout out for additional teams.
Alliances?
I think we're pretty good. I think we're set here. I think we just need to, like, rebuff everyone else. Maybe like maybe, okay, is the cheese going to be presented? Like at some point in time, they're going to be like, this here cheese, best cheese, right? So what if we get to it before they, or even they put it, can we remove it before they reveal it so there's no cheese? How do we do this?
Well, in all of my years of burglary, what I have come to notice is that if people know something is stolen, then they look harder for it. So perhaps we let them present it and then we take it, because otherwise when they go to present it, then they won't have anything to present, and then they'll be all like, where's the cheese? Oh my god! Sorry, still a bit of coffee in me.
No, that's good. That's fair.
Yeah, but if we take it afterwards, then maybe nobody will notice for a long time until they're like packing up or something.
Okay, I do very much like this. My only concern is that someone else is gonna not know how good of a plan this is and go to steal it ahead of time. So I think maybe a distraction? Who here is distracting? I look at everyone else.
Well,
You're the charming one, aren't you?
Yeah, but that's why I'm just trying to get you all to do stuff for me.
Well, it sounds to me like that's a good play, and if you can make some kind of distraction, perhaps the rest of us can put a tail on these secret agent Kale creatures.
All right.
I will say that I am pretty soft-spoken. However, I do have hordes of animal friends who are my best friends, and they are very distracting, especially in food places, because people don't usually like to mix food with the animals, although they do like animals to be food. It's confusing. Anyways, I could call upon some of them, perhaps, to aid us in the distractions.
Yeah, would you be able to invite some animals to this party? That sounds like a great idea. And oh no, it's probably too morbid to offer up all the vegetable people. Maybe not.
Well, I think that the
quite
Brachionauts are
far.
probably in league with these leafy means.
I mean, there are lots of other vegetables and fruits around that aren't sentient and humanoid.
Yes, true. All right. Yes, perhaps if you can just call them up, start inviting them over to like the stage where it's gonna happen anyway. Like maybe, or okay, so we gotta block them so they can't take it from the stage before it's presented. We want it to be presented so that they're like, good job us, we presented it, and then remove it after that. So they're like, but we presented it. How could it disappear after that? Right? That's kind of what we're going for here. Okay, so we
Is there
got
a schedule of events to know when it is being presented, perhaps?
I'm gonna look at the esports princess, and they're like,
Ward, what do we have on the schedule for the food festival?
Esports princess, please give me a roll and you will succeed. If you hit either your crown or your beast. Because
Okay.
what we're looking for is either Ward remembering or you being able to go, oh, I brought the flyer.
Right. Cool. Survey says crown.
Nice. So tell me all about how you totally remembered the flyer with all the details.
Sweet. I think so the esports princess has like this bright pastel suit with like floral shirt underneath it and a just Google Frost Curran in esports commentary. It's like basically that outfit. But the crown that goes with it is this like high-tech gaming headset, naturally, with some sparkles. And I think that like there's some information that gets piped in occasionally from somewhere else from like way back in the esports kingdom that's like, hey, remember this thing. And then esports princess can call an audible and say, oh, no, you need to go do this. So I think somewhere way back in the esports kingdom, someone's like, hey, don't forget, you have the flyer. We tucked it in the pocket of your suit. And so esports princess, oh, right. I've come prepared. I've done my research, and thanks to the synergy of my team back in the esports kingdom, we were able to have a good sprint earlier today during stand-up. We made sure that we covered all of our blockers, and the biggest one was making sure that we knew what was going to happen. So here's the flyer.
Awesome. So on the flyer, it says 1 p.m., the great revealing of the best cheese ever on the cracker stage. And you know that that's the main stage. It's FYI built out of graham crackers.
Ooh.
So that's how you know.
Sturdy.
Yeah, very sturdy and delicious. It's perfect because when it's time to take down this awesome eating day festival, people just eat the stage and no waste. So
The best.
It's one way to strike a set.
Yeah.
So what time is it currently-ish?
So it's probably about, I would say 11. Y'all got there pretty early because you wanted to make sure that you didn't miss out on your favorite treats.
So we have 2 hours where we have to prevent any other team from acquiring the cheese, and then at 1:30 p.m., then we will take the cheese. Is that the plan?
That seems like an excellent plan of attack.
All right.
Yeah, as soon as they unveil it and bring it up or whatever, like I'll just like, I don't know, like punch somebody.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Perfect.
I can fight a broccoli.
Yeah. You could
These
totally
guns
fight
ain't
a
just for
broccoli.
show. My wand, or no, is it my sword? My sword is also an Olympic bar.
Oh,
So I just like flex it. I can
Yeah.
take a broccoli.
perfect. Okay. So you got some time before the cheese is revealed. What do you want to do at that time?
I think I need to start figuring out like the animal situation around here so that my friends can be like ready to go when the time comes.
Well, luckily for you, Blizzard Shadow, as you're making your plan, you notice that near one of the stalls that sells dehydrated fish skin, there is, it's just because my dogs love that as a treat, so it was the first thing I thought of. Like, legit, it's their favorite thing. Anyway, you notice a giant white daisy dog, and this fluffy pup is just like, oh, I want some of that fish skin. Oh, I want it.
Oh, amazing. Watch, friends. I will go acquire us another ally in our quest for cheese.
And I would like to approach the sweet little pup. And the way that I picture it is like a little bit of background story. I feel like Blizzard Shadow carries around Snow White in the Seven Dwarfs like everywhere because she like really wants to be Snow White in the Seven Dwarfs, especially because she's magical and can talk to animals. But I think animals find her really annoying and overbearing. So when she approaches the dog, she's gonna be like,
Oh my goodness, I love your fur. My name is Blizzard Shadow. I hope it's not weird that I just like came up to you like this. I just thought I saw you from across the room and I thought you were really cute and I was hoping we could be friends. And today for lunch, I had like an apple and it was the best apple I ever had. And I bet you would totally love it as well. But yeah, I was just wondering like, how are you? How are you doing? What's up with your life? What's your name? I'm Blizzard Shadow. Oh my gosh, I said that already. I'm sorry. I need more mint tea.
I'm border cauliflower.
Oh my gosh.
And I belong to the broccoli lord. But I got off my leash, so don't tell him. And I came looking for treats and snacks. Are you gonna give me a treat or a snack, or are you gonna tell on me?
I would never, ever tell on you. I'm sorry if I'm coming on a little strong, but I think that you're just adorable, and I will absolutely get you a treat if you want. What kind of treat would you like?
If you could get me some of this fish skin, I would be grateful.
Oh, poor fishes. Okay. Dee Dee Mao, we must go get the fish skins.
Can I use Dee Dee Mao to burgle the fish skin stand?
You sure can.
Yes.
Sloth burglary.
The slowest theft of all time.
So I want you to roll at disadvantage, which means you roll your die twice and you need to succeed twice to succeed. And what you're trying to do is hit that one so that Dee Dee Mao is like successful.
No, oh my goodness. Okay. Please. Oh, so close.
So close. You also get a lesson token, so I'm just gonna write that down. Dee Dee Mao, even though they're a slow loris now, they're too slow, and the proprietor of this dehydrated fish skin stand totally catches Dee Dee Mao. Hey, are you trying to take my fish, princess?
Oh my gosh, no, I'm so sorry. My sloth just got away from me. He's so quick. I didn't even notice. I would love to legally and fully purchase some of your dried fish skins, please. I'll take the sloth from your booth.
Okay, that's okay. You could buy some fish skin. I'll let you do that. It'll be $5.
Do I have $5?
Yeah.
Here, I have $5.
You acquired the fish skin.
I love the discovery that the theft was never necessary.
Just wanted him to do something.
Yeah.
So good.
Border Collie Flower is like right behind you, just like, oh, am I gonna get the fish skin?
Oh my gosh, you are totally gonna get this fish skin. I super promise, and you're gonna love it. But first, you have to tell me a secret about your owner.
I'm not supposed to tell secrets.
Did they ever tell you that though? Did anyone ever really tell their dog that they're not supposed to tell their secrets? Like, is that a verbal contract that was really formed?
No, not necessarily. I guess you're right. Okay, well, oh, I got a good one. The Broccoli Lord is very jealous of all the deliciousness in Awesome World, and he will not rest until the only thing the citizens of Awesome World eat is soggy canned vegetables, and he wants to steal the cheese because that way you can't make the vegetables taste better.
Oh my goodness, that's so nefarious. Who's a good boy?
Me, I'm a good boy.
Fish skin.
Border Cauliflower takes that fish skin and runs off. You know that they're going to hang out under a tree and chomp on that for probably the next 5 minutes.
Good. I will say a small apology in my heart to the fish and turn back to my friends. And I'll say, I just had the most interesting conversation with that dog, and Dee Dee Mao did really good, but he also did really bad. And I learned that the Broccoli Lord wants the cheese so that, because he hates things that taste good, and he wants everyone to only eat soggy canned vegetables, and if he steals the cheese, then nobody can make the vegetables taste good.
This is horrible. Broccoli Lord needs to be stopped.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, that
Well,
dog
I mean,
is
like,
owned by a broccoli.
Hold up, though. Like, I mean, cheese isn't that good for you.
No.
We're looking at the, it's not that great for you. I mean,
So
I
maybe
can barely-
Broccoli Lord is the good guy.
Well, but
I'm somewhat lactose intolerant.
so just because you can't eat that one thing doesn't mean you don't want variety. Isn't that Protein Princess? You do need to balance for your muscles, don't
That's
you?
true.
And if you're limited to only having one option, if you're not given the option, just to have the option of balancing your diet taken away, that's horrible.
Not eating cheese is an exercise in discipline, which is important to. So you know what? If the cheese wasn't there, then I wouldn't be able to pat myself on the back when I control my consumption of it. So
sometimes you gotta, exercise your mind and spirit as well as your body, and that gives you that opportunity.
All right, I will help you thwart the Broccoli Lord's plans.
That was a moment of surprising clarity, Cat Princess.
Every once in a while, just on occasion, can't do it too often, or people start expecting you to do good all the time, and that's just, I'm not here for that.
I always expect the best from you. Not like it's pressure or anything. I just think that every time we get out
I
there,
turn and walk away while you're talking.
we just bring the best that we can to the just Esports Princess goes on like a little like self-love monologue, mostly to themselves at this point because Cat Princess is just gone.
I would chime in from time to time and be like, bodybuilding, although it's an individual sport, takes a team. You need a team of people. What am I without my spotter? Nothing.
And as Protein Princess says that, I feel like I'm running after Cat Princess, like Gretchen Wiener style. I'm like, Cat Princess, you can talk to me. I understand.
Yeah. Come on, let's go.
Yay.
All right. Since we're all like kind of stealing info from dogs and other such things now, I've decided that I want one of those leafy green suits.
Like you want the suit or you want the leafy green?
No. I don't care about the individual inside the suit.
Just the suit, yes.
That suit. It's rather fetching. Don't you think?
Yes, it would look so good on you.
Sometimes it's good to invest in cosmetics. As we all know, skins get wins.
Try so hard to be so serious, Simon.
Every time.
Esports Princess is deadly serious too.
Skins get wins. Yeah,
I'm gonna support you in your endeavor.
Listen.
What do you need, Cat Princess?
Transmogs and all that, right? Something. Gotta skin it. Nope, taking that one back. Reeling that one back.
I think that's not the one that you in particular want to use, Cat Princess.
No. There's more than one way to take that phrase back.
Do we currently see the leafy greens in suits ahead of us?
You do. They are still like doing their like sort of like whispering and like being really sneaky around the stage, and it looks like they're trying to get the cheese before it hits the stage. Like that seems like what they're aiming for.
See,
You gotta take them out.
See, yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying. That our plan is the best plan, but they don't seem to appreciate that. So like we still gotta intercept. That's
Protein Princess can punch them. Protein Princess, can you punch them?
yeah. Can you punch them out of their suits?
Yes.
I feel like I can do that. Yeah. Yep. So I'm gonna like.
Ma'am, you need to step back, ma'am. We're security here.
As they put their hands out and say, ma'am, I'm just gonna grab them by the hand and get them in an arm bar
Okay.
and try to get them to like tap out.
Please give me a sword roll, because any sort of like action that is aggressive is sword.
I didn't roll my sword number, but I rolled a 1.
Hey!
Okay, that is awesome. So you get to tell me where did I write down the name of your beast? Not Tuft.
Wooly?
Yes, Wooly. Oh my God, the woolly mammoth. Please tell me how Wooly steps in and saves the situation.
Yeah. So I grab their hand to try to get them in like the sweet arm bar, and I fumble it, and then Swoley just jumps out from inside my backpack and lands squarely on the chest. And he's plushy and small, so you think like he would weigh a lot. He's dense. Remember, muscle weighs more than fat. It just pins him to the floor. And then seeing this, I'm just like, take his clothes to the team. Strip him. He's down.
I'm so glad I was muted because I just shrieked.
The other members of the Kale Cabal come rushing to jump on Swoley, yelling, Broccoli Lord! Broccoli Lord! Bah!
Yeah, it was totally the broccoli. Get the broccoli's over there. Go get them.
The Kale Cabal, those mean greens, do not listen.
Drat.
I assume battle position. I grab out my Olympic bar and twirl it.
All right. So everyone, if you could please all give me a sword roll.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like we're in the middle of a team fight.
What are the chances of 2 ones?
Nope.
All right. No successes.
Nope.
Okay. The Kale Cabal are successful at wrestling Swoley off of the one Kale person that got up on top of, and they drag their friend out of there, and they're like, we're gonna have to call the rest of security if you princesses don't leave this area right now.
Oh, I am new to this game, but want to check. My heart thing is that I'm friendly but oblivious. Can I, like, try to just be like,
I think there must have been some misunderstanding. I believe that this was the work of the Broccoli Lord, and it wasn't us. Swoley just fell. I think I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, absolutely. Is that what you saw? Is that what you saw?
I didn't actually see, but all of you have very nice suits.
Oh, thank you. We get them tailored at the Green Giant.
Tailored?
Yeah. That's a good one, princess. Listen, we're here to make sure that the best cheese ever doesn't make it into the hands of the Broccoli Lord. I thought that we were trying to steal the cheese for. We're here to make sure that the best cheese ever doesn't make it into the hands of the Broccoli Lord.
Specifically the Broccoli Lord? What if, like, for example, there was an unbiased third party that acquired the cheese by law of dibs?
Do we recognize dibs? Is that a
Everyone
thing?
recognizes dibs.
Universal law across all kingdoms.
Okay.
Can I try and do a book roll here?
Yes.
My book is on the legalization of catnip, but I feel like it has very like weighty law stuff in it.
Yes.
And so I want to like pull out my like really ridiculously big law book and start scrolling through it and indicating to sections on it, like Act 32, Note 5 clearly indicates all kingdoms will acknowledge dibs. Like,
give me a book rolls and give it to me with advantage because you are speaking to green leafy things and your book is about green leafy things.
it is double truth. Oh my god, it's good. Oh god, it's on laws and it's on laws on green things and they're green and we're talking about green law. Oh, perfect. Laws. Oh no, that doesn't work, I don't think. I don't think that's my no.
So no success?
I don't think I got 2 7s.
No success. That's okay. You get a lesson token, which I have marked down.
Can I ask you about the lesson tokens a little bit?
Yeah.
When do they come up? When can we use them?
If you have one, you can use it anytime you fail a roll, and you can say, hey, I'm taking the lesson I learned from the time I failed at X to inform me here in situation Y and get an automatic success. You can also, again, pool your lesson tokens and have a musical montage.
Simon, you need to get a lesson. I think you're the only one who hasn't gotten one
Yes,
yet.
that is true.
I think I got one for failing at the swords roll.
Oh, I thought there was one. Do we all have one already?
So well, Simon, I apologize.
Save it.
I did not write down your lesson token. I have added it now. So yes, everyone has one lesson token so far.
Sweet.
Should we maybe save it for stealing the cheese? Because I feel like that's a great distraction.
The
for
ultimate
stealing
distraction, and also our opportunity at success.
Okay, so the Kale Cabal takes a look at your book and they're like, no, in the FBKI, we don't recognize these princess laws. Nope, we're just gonna stay here and do our job and keep the cheese from the broccoli lord.
I shut the book very angrily, and I'm like, the Kale Kingdom will hear about this.
Please don't tell our moms.
We'll see.
I wouldn't take it too personally, Cat Princess. Unfortunately, once people start to really focus in on the laws of one region, they really kind of get locked into that one idea, as opposed to expanding out and seeing what the EU market is doing, or even in Southeast Asia. There's a lot of incredible things happening in the meta overseas that I think people really could stand to learn from.
Thank you.
I feel like Blizzard Shadow never understands what Sunny Days is talking about, but always loves them very much and will nod and be like,
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm doing curls.
Yes.
with your Olympic bar.
Is
The bar in
Swoley
one
all
hand
right?
and the swoley in the other.
Yeah. He's all right for now. Swoley is, it's not afraid of vegetables. Doesn't like being
Vegetables.
touched though. So I don't know how he feels about that, but don't worry. We'll have our comeuppance.
So, should we also find a place near the stage to stake out the situation like our competitors?
Yeah, it seems like we now have to be aware of the broccoli and the kale trying to steal the cheese, and that's just annoying. No. All right. Well, at least we stop them momentarily.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we do have time. If we're able to wipe out one of the teams, then perhaps our cheese goals will be more doable.
Yeah. Hopefully that will cut it.
High five.
Wow, that will good. Well, they seem kind of like skittish. What if we put together like a stir fry competition on the main stage? They might just leave since they're all crowded around the main stage.
Yeah, they were very scared of you, Protein Princess.
Yeah.
We just put a big wok in the middle of the stage and started talking about throwing vegetables in. Maybe the kale leaves, and then we just got to worry about the broccoli when the broccoli show up.
Yeah.
And if it's a giant wok, then we need a giant vegetable. So, of course, only the sentient humanoid ones would do.
I like where you're going. Like this thought process.
Yes.
All right. So giant wok. Anyone know one?
Is there a kettle corn place anywhere here?
Oh, absolutely. There are like 12 kettle corn places, and they all have a variety of kettle corn flavors, like classic kettle corn, passion fruit kettle corn, chocolate kettle corn, like literally any kind of kettle corn you can get at this Eating Day festival.
First, I'm going to eat the kettle corn.
High in fiber, which is healthy.
Protein Princess, which one are you trying?
I think I'll go for the passion fruit. Just out of like sheer curiosity.
Mm-hmm.
You just gotta know.
Yummy. Yeah.
It's tangy and sweet and salty and just super delicious.
Me hunger.
I have a leadership heart. Could I kind of come in like I am the boss and be like, sorry, boss said we got to take this walk. It's defective.
Take
Yes.
a walk.
Give me a heart roll, please.
Gotta take that walk for a walk.
I was literally typing that joke into chat.
I fail.
What did you roll?
A 3.
Okay. The popcorn person does not believe you. And by popcorn person, I mean this is a person constructed of popcorn.
Of course.
No, this is the kettle passed down to me by my ancestors. My poppy and my mommy gave this to me upon their deaths, and I carry on their popcorn making ways here in my booth. You might want to try one of the other kettle corn stands.
You know what? You're right. I actually misunderstood. Definitely said kettlebell, not kettle. So I'll go. Bye. And just awkwardly turn around and be like, that ended in failure.
So as you're walking away, you hear, hey, princess, hey, you looking for a walk? And you see this person, they have a Brussels sprout head, and they're wearing one of those really slick 3-piece sharkskin suits, and they look like they want to sell you a bridge. I got a walk for you, princess. I could help you out.
Oh, cool, sweet. Yeah, no, we should totally buy a walk from this guy.
Yeah.
Thought he was selling bridges.
He looks like he could sell you a bridge.
Oh, I understand.
Yeah.
I think we should totally buy a walk from this guy. He
Oh.
seems reputable.
All right, we need to see the merchandise up front.
Oh, yeah, of course. But the thing is, the walk that I'm going to provide you is so large and so nonstick that it's really hard to comprehend with the naked eye. So
That makes sense to me.
yeah, if you just give me your cash,
Yeah.
will get it set up on the stage.
No, I'm putting a hand over Protein Princesses. Like, hang on.
Oh, come on. I only deal in the best walks that money can buy.
We need, like a good Protein Princess, you need to see the gains first. We need to see.
Well, gains come with time.
Yeah.
And,
well,
so
in
you
this
gotta
case,
enjoy the work, enjoy the process.
we don't got the time.
Oh.
So this is like,
Do you think this person's gonna try to bamboozle me?
Hey.
I just think that, if you're saying it's as vast as it is, will it fit on stage?
Absolutely.
Can you present it there right now?
You just, like I said, I gotta take the cash because I need to pay my supplier, my walk supplier. Russell Sprout always pays his bills, so
That sounds great. Who's your supplier?
I can't share that information because I don't want my walk source getting out. I'm sorry, but trust me, this is gonna be the best walk ever.
Don't trust you. All right, so
You, princess with the sloth, you trust me, right?
I mean, trust is a really big issue in a lot of relationships, especially when you first meet a person, I want to trust you, but do I trust you yet? Trust, it takes time to build. It's like a bank, and you have to keep making deposits into it, and you've only made one deposit so far, and it just hasn't really. Dee Dee Mao trusts you very much. He says,
Hey.
he said, that guy
Hey.
looks like, and I'm assuming he's going to say trustworthy, but it's taking a while to get out.
Great. And I'm sorry, what were you going to say, Cat Princess?
I was going to like once again do the thing I do where I ignore whoever we were mainly talking to and turn my back on this person and then turn back to my friends and be like, 2 options. 1, we go somewhere else. We take a walk immediately. 2, we follow this guy to his source and see if there actually is a walk there and then take that one.
Oh, if we follow him and there's no walk, Protein Princess can punch him.
With a walk.
Well, if there is no walk, then we won't.
Well, oh.
Yeah.
I would really like to hit someone with a walk at some point. That is a bucket list item of mine. But
That's what we gotta get one.
Yeah.
That's why we need an immediate one, though. We need one because you can't do it if you don't have one in hand. Don't
Right.
got walk in hand. Can't do walk
a
punches.
walk in the bush.
You got it. Nailed it in one.
Who on the
Beautiful.
stove?
I do have an idea for perhaps trying one of the other kettle corn places. You see, I have these slippers, and everyone looks down at my feet, and there are just some real ugly looking slippers. It's made out of all of the fur leavings of my animals, so it's all like leftover cat and dog fur, and probably a few feathers, maybe some shedded reptile skin, just kind of like mashed together. And I can be like, I'll be like, so maybe if we get over to the cattle corn place, I can take some of this and put in the cattle corn, and then they have to clean their cauldron. Is that what it is? A cauldron? Whatever. I don't know why I'm picturing kettle corn being made in a cauldron.
Because the best kettle corn is made by witches.
Yeah, exactly. But when they have to like take it out to clean it, then maybe you guys can grab it and run. Maybe?
Are you on board with this plan, Esports Princess?
Esports Princess?
I trust the judgment of my team. I don't always have to be the shot caller. Usually, back in the esports kingdom, I do end up taking point on a lot of issues. But right now, I'm out of my element, and I'm happy to defer to the rest of the team.
I mean, I'm really good at knocking stuff over, but that's about it. So, I mean, if you want to, run with it, that was an important, integral part of the plan as far as I was aware.
roll up the cuff of my suit pants, and I've got some really sick running shoes, just like $5,000 sports sneakers that you would not use for standing around and sitting on a computer chair and clicking buttons. But they're there. If you can pull off a distraction, I can put these babies to use and sprint away.
Ooh. Are we already within view of the location that Animal Friendship Princess pointed out?
Yep, there are so many kettle corn places that they're literally everywhere. So you can definitely see the one that she pointed out.
All right. Blizzard Shadow, you had a specific one in mind, right? Does it have a lot of hanging stuff that can be knocked over? And dropped?
It's got a bunch of pots and pans just hanging off like a rustic kitchen where they have the bar with all of the pans and everything just hanging on hooks.
A lot of good knockoverable, clatterable things.
And it's also got a bunch of cute statues made out of ears of corn in various colors. Oh, and Protein
Do they look
Princess,
like they will shatter?
They might. Russell Sprout sidles over to you and is like, hey, it doesn't look like your friends want to buy a walk, but you give me a call if you want one, and hands you his card and slinks off.
I take the card and I actually hand it to Esports Princess. and I say, you always say you're my manager, and so I should hand you these. So here you go. Gave this to me.
I'll take a look, but I also trust you to make your own decisions.
So you all head over to this new kettle corn place that is just covered in things that Cat Princess can knock over. So tell me how you would like to do this, and I'll tell y'all what to roll.
Can I use my heart? My heart, because it's curiosity.
Yeah.
And I'm really curious what kind of sounds and if these things will make when they fall, and if they'll shatter if I drop them.
You can give me a roll, and you will succeed if you get heart or sword, because you are also trying to mess up their stall.
And maybe while Cat Princess is doing that, I want to like take some fur off my shoes and like drop it in the kettle corn pot so that when we run with it, it won't weigh as much without all the kettle corn in it.
I would like you to give me a roll with advantage, and you will succeed on shoes or beast or your crown.
Sweet.
Would anyone else like to be doing something in this moment as well?
Well, once we secure the distraction, then I think Esports Princess is going to try and scoop up the walk that we're trying to steal, have those sneakers laced up nice and tight, and just parkour away.
Give me a shoes roll with advantage, please.
Okay.
And Protein Princess, is there anything you would like to be doing?
I want to trip the person that's going to be cleaning the walk to make it easier for Esports Princess to, just very clumsily barrel into them. But I got a whole lot of mass. This is a whole lot of barreling.
You get to do that for free because the person cleaning the walk is a little ear of corn that's got its little leaves out to the side, using like a little brush to clean the walk. And it's a little guy. You could just knock them over.
I feel like
Stumble on top of them, be like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Oh no, I'm fallen and I can't get up. My ass is just pinning you down."
Okay, Cat Princess, give me your roll.
I got a 5. Which,
Okay,
yeah,
that's a success.
yeah.
Yeah, you totally do it.
Aha.
You totally do it. Yeah. How about you, Blizzard Shadow?
I got 2 successes.
Yes! Awesome!
On advantage. Yay.
Totally do it. How about you, Esports Princess?
So I would have failed, but I did roll my beast.
Yes!
So I'll do it with the help of Ward.
So helpful. All those eyes and arms.
Mm-hmm.
Good word.
You totally succeed. You get the giant wok / kettle corn cauldron, and you make your way away from this kettle corn stand, leaving in your wake some very sad corn people who are just like, did you know this was gonna happen? That we were gonna get our wok stolen? This is terrible. And they leave their stall to go report you to the fair authorities.
We'll give it back!
Baby, I know a guy that'll give you a new walk. It's the best walk ever.
I have his card. It's in my jacket.
We should have left the card behind.
That's a really good idea. Hindsight is 2020.
It fell out of the pocket during the parkour. Probably.
Amazing.
So good. Okay, so you've got this walk. Are you going to take it back to the stage?
Mm-hmm. Cracker stage.
Okay.
Gonna walk and roll.
You get the walk successfully back to the stage. What's next, princesses?
Now we have to put on a stir-fry show. Protein Princess, can you lead us with your Korean cookbook?
Yeah. I have a Korean cookbook and trainers because I lift in Chuck Taylors. So when I do cool things, I think I get an advantage, and I would like to be like, I would like to prop open the book and pull out a great stir fry recipe and then start asking the audience for volunteers.
Oh, that's great. Give me a roll with
Pointing
advantage.
specifically at the kale.
Yes! You succeed on either books or shoes, and again, you've got advantage, so a success on either one is a success.
I got it on both. On my shoes and books are the same score.
Right.
So.
Yes! Awesome. Cool. Okay. The Kale Cabal starts looking suspiciously at each other as you're calling for volunteers, and they can tell that you're looking at them, and they start to slowly back away from the stage.
Don't be shy. We just look at this. There's plenty of room in this walk. And I got gochujang, and we're gonna stir fry some sesame oil here.
One of the Brachonauts, they have come up as a group towards the stage, starts waving their asparagus sword, and it's like, I want to help! I want to know how to make stir fry!
Wait, people actually volunteered?
Yeah. They're not very smart. They're vegetables.
I look over at the team like,
Get the broccoli team out of the way, at least.
hop in.
Yeah, hang on. Wait a sec. The Cat Princess is gonna go to the front of stage and like look at the kale and be like, are you gonna let this happen? Are you gonna let the broccoli get into the walk? And you're not gonna do it too? Weren't you just saying that they're your arch nemesis? How shameful this must be for you.
You
to
gotta
let
walk
them-
away.
Oh man.
The kale all huddle up and start whispering to each other, but they all do the headset thing because like they're deep into their security role play. And one kale breaks away from the group, looks quite upset, and is like, I volunteer. So now you have a broccoli volunteer and a kale volunteer. However, these vegetables can think and talk. They're not the smartest vegetables in the world. I'll give them that. But they can think and talk.
All right. You know, I don't know how I feel about actually like frying. Like, can we just give them like a warm bath or something here? Like, what do we?
Yeah, relax them.
Yeah, just like
I'm gonna be
really
honest with you.
soothe them.
Relaxation
I
is
was
very
gonna
stressful.
wait for them to get in the walk and then just like power toss them, like spin around a few times and just send them flying and hope that their friends go to help them.
Great plan. Excellent.
Stir
That
fry.
is an
A
excellent
Super Mario
plan.
64 style,
Yeah.
you know, like when you fling
Grab
the
the
ball.
tail and just chuck him.
Yeah.
Shot put that sucker.
Toss the greens.
Well, both volunteers have one reluctantly and one excitedly because they really think they're going to learn how to make a delicious stir fry getting into your wok. They're just like climbing in. Lucky for Cat Princess, that kale takes off its super sweet jacket.
Suit. Oh my god. I'm gonna look so good. I suit up immediately.
Does he by chance also take off his earpiece?
No.
I was gonna hand that to the esports.
I know, it'd be perfect.
Deep underground.
But like this is part of their identity.
Fair. And then I'm going to get with really good form. Core
Yes.
engage, neutral spine,
Beautiful.
shoulders
Yeah.
pulled back and down, slight bend at the knee, grab one handle of the walk, and then just start running in a circle and building up momentum. And I'm gonna let it go.
The wok flies from your hand. I don't know if you intended to send it as well, but it definitely went. The broccoli is holding on like, woo! And the kale is just like, ah! But luckily for all of you, the plan is a success. The Brachonauts and the Kale Cabal go racing after their friends because friends are more important than stealing cheese.
Yes.
Yeah.
I admire as like the walk turns into like a star on the horizon.
The entire rest of the audience is like, woo, woo, encore, because they're very excited at this performance piece that they didn't know they were going to get to see today on this graham cracker stage.
Start
It's-
flexing.
It seems like it's getting close to 1 o'clock, and y'all can hear like excited whispers and chatting start to get louder. It seems like it's coming towards the stage. So we have not yet had a montage. Seems like now is the perfect time to tell me all about your music video and how you deal with the arrival of this cheese onto the stage. What do you think?
I would like to start us off. My sword is a laser pointer. Yes. So I would like to start this up with like a laser show. Like it starts with like, I want to just like get everyone like coming to this stage. We just had like, because Protein Princess just, we were preparing thinking there was gonna be like a cooking demonstration, so I think there was like something happening there, and so like I kind of like will make it steam a bit and like get it foggy, like fog rolling.
Yeah.
And then I want to set off my laser pointers through it, and you don't know where they're coming from. They're everywhere, just lights everywhere. And so I definitely want this to be really eye-catching so that folks start making their way to the stage with this sort of visual demonstration that's happening to get us started.
I think Esports Princess's sword is like an oversized gaming mouse, but it's one of the ones that has like all of those buttons on the sides that are mapped to like different spell macros and stuff. And so rather than like use it like a chain, like a spiked chain, which is usually how they fight, they've converted it so that they pull out the big mouse and start using the buttons like so much as the Sean Wasabi, like a sampler. So like each of the buttons is mapped to like a beat sample or a vocal. And so he's just started out with like, as the lasers go in, like dramatic percussion starting off, some low synths, like a baseline hook perhaps. And it's just like, just feeding in some beats to try and get people to kind of get the party moving. Everyone's grooving, and then while they're dancing, maybe we can kind of capitalize on that, and they won't realize that we're kind of stealing the cheese on top of it, because everyone's having a party, right?
Blizzard Shadow.
I think that Blizzard Shadow at some point during this had, in fact, texted the group chat of all her animal super best friends, who all have group chats, of course. And she's like, hey, I would really love it if you could come to this thing and help me out. And they were all like, no, sorry, busy, can't really. And then I'm like, but what about that time that I like saved your entire force? And they're like, okay. So all these animals show up while there's a laser dance party, and suddenly people are like dancing in the crowd, and then all of a sudden there's just like a cow right next to them, and then like on the other side there's probably like a really chill wolf, but it's chaotic because all of a sudden these animals all show up, and maybe people start to like scatter, and the animals start to like knock over the booths and be like, freedom for animals.
Yay!
Don't eat us.
It became a protest at the same time.
Yeah.
Protein Princess.
As soon as the beat, as soon as Esports Princess, as soon as they drop the beat, I just start rapping.
Yes!
I'm like,
Yes.
I'm like, I drop bars as heavy as the weights I lift. Money's overrated. Friendship is the greatest gift. And I just go in. I just go in, you know.
I'm gonna blow out my microphone if I drop a beat here.
Oh gosh. Oh my gosh.
Yes. So, as you start to perform, the cheese guard walks towards the stage, holding the greatest cheese ever aloft, and they are so taken by your performance that they put the cheese down and they start dancing. Who's gonna grab that cheese?
I bite it.
Yes. Yes. Protein Princess bites the cheese and is so transported by the delicious flavor that she rises 12 feet into the air and fireworks start happening, and you just totally blew the entire festival away. Basically, everybody has been talking about this festival like for weeks and months after. They're like, do you remember that time? But nobody's keeping track of where the cheese went. So what do y'all want to do with it?
I want to say Protein Princess has dibs, and she took it like a boss.
There's some left over for like everybody though. And if everybody wants a bite.
Oh, no, thank you. I don't eat animal byproducts either, but I do respect your life choices and hope that it helps you gain those macros that you talk about.
Massive gains. Thank you
Yes.
for your constant support, Blizzard Shadow.
Of course.
I feel like there's enough cheese here that we could probably go all in on like a fondue and grilled cheese set. Like,
Yes.
dip some grilled cheese in some cheese fondue.
Oh my gosh, Jess, you just blew my mind, and I need that in my life.
You just have a music festival that's also a cheese festival. Eat cheese? I don't know. I'm trying to do an Ibiza bit and it's not working.
Cheese.
Yeah, like we got fondue, we got our grilled cheese, we got our quiche, we got some cheese. You know when you just shred up some cheese and you just bake it, make a cracker out of it. It's a celebration of all things cheese and fresh beets.
Fresh beets and fresh beets.
Yeah, beets and cheese and beets. Yeah.
I feel like you're gonna make that into a beets and cheese and beets and cheese.
So, you have successfully kept the best cheese ever out of the hands of the Broccoli Lord, who basks in sunbeams. You get a call a week later from the Broccoli Lord. He leaves a voicemail. He's rude to call, first of all. He should have texted. And basically, he's just like, and I would have had that cheese if it weren't for you meddling cats. And he hangs up on you. What you, as princesses, have successfully done is gotten a glory flavored shiny thing. And what that means is that now you have some extra glory. And were we to have a second episode with these princesses, you could use that glory to your advantage in that episode. But that's it. You did it. You saved the day.
Yay!
And we get some cheese.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing your heckin' cool game with us. This has been a wonderful, awesome, cheesy good time.
It was gouda.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, I appreciate that you fit another one in. Honestly.
So many.
We should stop
we
here
showed
before
up.
you get fed up.
Oh.
I was gonna say we showed up, sold more tickets than Coachella, and we got beets fresher than mozzarella.
Hey!
I'm gonna put that in the tagline of the episode.
Oh, what's the link to your SoundCloud?
Oh my god. So good. But yeah, thank you all so much for coming in and playing. This was a heckin' awesome time. For anyone that hasn't already, go check this out. This is the Excellence. It's available now on Roll20, or you get it in a cute physical copy like this little one I have right here. Is real good and cute and full of nice pictures of apparently
Colors.
breakfast.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's go around and please, everyone, tell us who you are, what you're up to, and your favorite princess moment of the day. We'll go in reverse order, so we'll start with Jasmine.
Oh, hi, hello. I'm Jasmine, that bronze girl Bhullar. I stream almost daily at twitch.tv/thatbronzegirl, and I'm gearing up to start my own D&D campaign on my own channel soon, which is actually a first. I've ran a lot of games on other people's channels. This is the first one on my own channel, so feel free to check it out if that tickles your fancy. I'm at that bronze girl everywhere. I think my favorite princess moment, I'm definitely biased, but it was Simon beatboxing. It was so unexpected, and it just delighted me.
Well, thank you.
Amazing. Perfect. Thank you so much. Next up is Lili.
Hi, I'm Lili Sparx. I'm the girl with many lives. I play a lot of characters in many different games, characters and NPCs. You can catch me on social media at Lili Sparx. And if you like the way I play, you can play games with me at Magpie Games. And I run games for them of Powered by the Apocalypse variety. So yeah, and what I've been up to is playing Valheim. You can't watch it, I don't stream it, but I have been doing it. Trust me. And yeah, what else? Oh yeah, favorite princess moment. I can't choose one. It's so hard. First of all, obviously, Simon just destroyed me with the esports princess. Just so spot on. But also, as a recent cat owner, I loved Basks in Sunlight and every moment where she would just walk away from the important thing. I love Protein Princess getting into like a back alley walk deal with a Brussels sprout, and I'm just so happy we got to play this. This was amazing. Thank you, Adriel, for creating this amazing, wonderful game. My face hurts from smiling. The end.
Amazing. Perfect. Simon.
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Simon. You can find me on Twitter at Lucha Libris. I am a tabletop role-playing game designer. You can check out my games at colorspraygames.itch.io. I am a cast member for twitch.tv/allnerdshere, which is a new community that does a bunch of different indie games streaming on Twitch. Currently, I am the GM for a Pasión de las Pasiones game in space. That's Wednesday nights at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. I am also a cast member on Sunflower Street Plays For the Dungeon, which is on Sundays at 3 p.m. Eastern. We are playing For the Dungeon, but we're also playing puppets who are playing characters. So we have live puppets that we perform our characters as. It's a great time. You should go check it out. I am also a professional GM for Magpie Games. That's magpiegames.com/curated-play to find out how you can get linked up with me or Lily playing games like Bluebeard's Bride and Masks in the upcoming Root role-playing game. And I am also a voice actor for the Penumbra Podcast, which is a queer sci-fi and fantasy audio drama. If you want to hear yourself represented in stories, that's at the Penumbra Pod on Twitter, thepenumbrapodcast.com. And my favorite moment, I think, was just seeing everyone's dynamic from the get-go. Like, everybody brought their A-game and really kind of sold their character concepts. And I loved seeing how that all came together at the end in that montage. I think that was super cool, and I want to go to that show.
Amazing. Wonderful. Adriel, please tell us about you. And if you want to tell us anything else about this game, please feel free to hype it up because it's so heckin' good.
I would love to do that. I would like to start with thank you all so much for playing. Like, this was so much fun for me, and you were all amazing, and it was great. Thank you. And I'm gonna go next to my favorite moments. So there were a few. One, I love the Princess of Animal Friendship slippers. Lily, they were perfect and gross and amazing, and I loved it. I loved Protein Princess's rapping and just like being swole the entire time. Esports Princess, every time he said something, it was just perfect. It was perfect esportsness and hilarious. And of course, baskets and sunbeams every time you walked away from someone like a cat. I was like, yes, this is the embodiment of a cat princess. So just amazing. Thank you. So you can find me on Twitter at ReindeerB, and also at 9th Level Games, everywhere there's social media. We last year, was it last? Yes, it was last year. Boy, time has no meaning anymore. Last year, we launched a Kickstarter for the Excellent Princess Diary, which is a book that comes with some extra princesses, because in the main Excellence book that you can get, again, in physical or in the module on Roll20, it's got some example princesses. So the diary has more example princesses. It's got a place for drawing and recording your own princesses, and it will have an adventure in it. And this adventure is introducing the next book in the Awesome World line, which is called Nancy Druid, in which you play scouts who solve forest mysteries. It's completely compatible with the Excellence, so you can have a princess character and a scout character playing together. We're obviously going to make a Roll20 module for it, so like keep your eyes open for that. The Excellence is a game that is like super close to my heart, and we made it so that anybody could pick it up, create an adventure, and play the game. Because as longtime role players, Chris and I want the barrier to entry to be really, really low, because sometimes a bigger game can feel intimidating when you start out. So starting out with something small and fun and light, and then you can get into your meatier, heavier games. So that was sort of part of our goal. And we were, of course, inspired by the fact that we're both really, really into cartoons. So yeah, if you have questions about the Excellence or any of our games, again, you can reach us at 9th Level Games. You can reach me at the Reindeer Bee. We're friendly, we're fun, and we just want to help people play games. So yeah, that's it.
Heck yeah. Thank you so much for being here and sharing your game with us. It's so heckin' awesome. So cute. I love the character sheets. I tried to pop mine up on screen to share with everyone. I was like, look at these. They're so good. I love them so heckin' much. And it was so much fun playing with y'all. I'm trying to think. Like y'all said, I can't pick a favorite moment. Like I literally laid down the rule and then broke it, because I'm like, there were so many good princess moments. Like you said, at the on stage when like Simon started beatboxing and then Broad started rapping. Like I'm like, holy cow, I was not expecting. I'm over here describing visuals because I know I can't make music. So it's just all the more impressive that y'all did that. I love, like, honestly, friggin', sorry. It's a PG-13 show. I can get away with a friggin'. Lily, your voice every time, the like princess voice is so good, and your sloth evolving into a slow Loris. Magnificent. Thank you so very much. But yeah, everyone, if you watch this, if you like this, please do check out The Excellence. It's available on Roll20. If you watch this later over on YouTube, I will post everyone's links down below. So go find all these cool people, find what they're doing. Tell us in the comments what kind of princess you are, what your weapon and crown and ugly slippers would look like, maybe. Any of those things, let us know. We'd love to hear it. But yeah, I'm Jess. Go_JG in pretty much all the places online. You can find me here every other Tuesday, along with the wonderful, amazing Bee Zelda, who is the other co-producer. And speaking of, since you brought it up, next week, you might see a little bit of Passion de la Passione here on Indie Showcase. And if you wait until after the show is over, there might be a little cast poster, which will reveal all the secrets to you. So stick around for that. But yeah, please find all these cool people. You can check me out, Twitch, Twitter, all the same places, and come hang out with us every other Tuesday on Indie Showcase. Until then, take care of y'alls and hope to see y'all for more games. Bye, everyone!